If your mind is stopping you from improving, watch this video. The first point here is, are you still subconsciously depending on other people to provide answers for you? Listen to this clip on how no one will understand exactly how you feel.
No one will ever see anything from your point of view, like the way that you see it. So for me, like, all that matters is that I am speaking my...
No one will understand exactly how you feel, because to be independent is to be alone. If you are afraid of being alone and you constantly need others to confirm with you that you are doing the right things, you are mentally limiting yourself. You are assuming that by yourself, you can't make a decent decision. And honestly, all of us have been at that point at some point in our lives, and we just need to get over that. This is real talk. Ask anyone, everyone have made some pretty bad decisions. Because the truth is, you might not be able to make good decisions now, but good decisions only comes from making a lot of decisions. So train yourself to break out of that mindset and become more independent and make more decisions. If you're looking to become a better person that makes a better society, hit that subscribe button. But there's another bad habit that's really stunting people in this society, and that is being too focused on yourself. Watch this clip on what happens.
When you're focused on yourself, it's a good thing to be focused on yourself, but also sometimes you push away really good things and really good people when you're too focused on yourself. So
I just want to preface this by saying I am for focusing on yourself, just not too much. Because for all of us, I really believe that it's really healthy to learn both about other people and about ourselves. Just be nice, like don't stalk people. Because when you are learning about others, you are learning about yourself. Because you're learning about all the different possible paths that you could take to change yourself. These are the different possible futures that you could have. And your job is just to pick one option and do it well. This means that you really have to balance with looking out, with looking inside, because you don't want to stay trapped in with only a few ways of looking at the world. But another question that you should really ask yourself is someone else really triggering my insecurities? Watch this clip on how insecurities are brought out.
is confident and kind of like shines a light, that can bring out other people's insecurities and make them ask themselves questions that maybe they're not ready to answer.
Like for instance, are you here watching this video right now because someone had said something about your insecurity that triggers you and now you're here? Did you sought out improving yourself because someone did something that triggered something negative about you? Personally, I don't actually think that this is a bad thing as an initial motivator. Because let's face it, sometimes we have to see how bad we really are on the bottom for us to actually want to change. Sometimes you really just have to know that you suck right now. However, this could easily become something that's really destructive. Because let's say you have a friend that has the exact life that you want, and you're absolutely nowhere near that point. Just from being beside that person, it will constantly demotivate you because it will remind you of what you do not have. Even though you might be improving yourself, making amazing progress, in your mind you're telling yourself that I'm just still not there. This is one of the reasons why people are feeling constantly discouraged, and you have to remove yourself from that position. The last one is, did you create an environment that actually validates your growth? I understand that not all of us will have amazing friends around us, but first watch this clip on how outside relationships really influences your self-image.
When people see that value in you and people also treat you at the level that you deserve to be treated because they also recognize your value and worth, that's a bomb-ass feat.
The process of improving your mind is kind of like training a dog. Trust me, I really tried to find a good analogy for this, but I just can't. You want the dog to properly listen to your commands, but also at the same time, you have like this family that really spoils the dog and ruins all the training. It's a gradual process, but whichever one that the dog spends more time with will win. If you're training and doing things by yourself, you are listening to yourself the most, which is your old way of thinking. And if you want to reshape how you think, you need a different and new message in your mind. So put on a podcast, read a book, have something that's in your mind that's constantly competing with your old ways of thinking. Because whichever mentality that you spend more time with will win. Let me know your thoughts down in the bottom, and I will see you in my next video.